Hi, and welcome back to the Ascension Playground. My name's Ursie, and today I'm joined by my buddy, Jimmy. Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm well. Hello.
Hello. We figured it was Healing Saturday today, so we might be a day late in sharing our message, but so many good things are happening, especially since we shared Jimmy's video with Anne-Marie of the Orbs. So we'd like to talk today about orbs, eggs, and a little bit more about Dolores Cannon. But first, Jimmy, how would you like to help me find an animal card who will join us today? Okay, well, presto magico, boom. Let's find out which animal wants to join us. Let me share my screen. Here we go. And I will turn here we go. So I am using the Colette Baron Reed Spirit Animal Oracle deck, one of our favorite. Hello, little animals. And presto magico, Jimmy and I already picked a card together before we came on tonight. So the big reveal, dun, 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 dun. Jimmy doesn't know what it is yet, but I took a peek. Here it is, number 22, Jimmy. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. What do you think?
I think that's pretty magical.
We've seen this card before, right? 22. And dragonflies with the little crown, beautiful little orange flower here. And, you know, there is something very regal about the dragonfly. Many people look at this particular insect as one of the most ET looking animals on the planet. I don't know, do you see ET there, Jimmy?
Could a little bit now that you mention it.
I know, I don't know why they call it dragonfly. You think it looks like a flying dragon?
I always, as a little kid, thought it looked like a helicopter. So
I know, they're pretty remarkable when you get to see them, huh?
Yeah.
Well, here's the message for Dragonfly Spirit. It's here to remind you and I of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and to recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone. For a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Oh, one last sentence I want to share. Love exists in many forms. Let me say that again without my lisp. Love exists in many forms. And sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. Ooh, that's kind of a cool way to get us going, huh?
It is, yes.
Talking about eggs and orbs and, you know, truth transcending illusion. Orbs.
Very cool.
So we say, thank you, number 22, Dragonfly Spirit. Yay. Okay, Jimmy. So let's let folks know. You gave me a call, and what did the bat phone say to me today?
Maybe we should talk tonight?
Yeah, because you're sensing things even more so, right? Like there's orbs coming and going, coming and going.
A little bit, yeah. This morning was kind of interesting. We'll show that a little bit later. So
Yeah. In fact, it's kind of nice. The comments we got back from our subscribers or the people who are listening is that they seem very happy, Jimmy, that they're flowing around and zooming all different places. So they don't seem to have a foreboding or a negative energy at all. In fact, they just seem like they're party at Jimmy's.
Yeah. Or as one person said, snowstorm. Sure, it wasn't snow.
Yeah, in your house. I think he was just being a little cute.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and let's see if we can find that amazing video. Because
Before you do that, do you want to share about the eggs first, or?
know what? Thank you for my brain. So we have one of our godparents to the playground is Nancy Jean with Nancy Jean's Garden. And my heart chakra egg arrived. Dee, 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 dee. And here it is with a 6-pointed star and a beautiful crystal in the center. Now, Jimmy, you have one too, right?
I do.
So we are going to have Nancy Jean come join us because I was able to activate my egg and then I forgot about it. And then the other day I was telling Mike, my husband, I'm like, wait, it feels like something just punched me in the chest. And yeah, I know it wasn't, I don't remember being hit in the chest, but it was so specific of an area that I was like, and then talking to you, Jimmy, I remembered I have this heart activation egg. And so I won't say much more than that, but I just feel like something is clearing, something is opening. And we'll have to have Nancy Jean come and explain it to both of us, right?
That is very cool. So
I just forgot. Her stuff works for me. And I just set it aside and I forget about it. But it's a beautiful egg shape. And I thought with spring, spring and eggs, rebirth, that whole beautiful geometry of the egg, the great cosmic egg, and how she's working with each of the chakras. So you and I also bought the throat chakra, but I just wanted to show the heart one first. And if you're interested in eggs, just go visit Nancy Jean's Garden on YouTube and she'll take care of you. Okay, Jimmy, now my brain is kicking into gear because we want to show you we were going from the eggs to the orbs. Let's see if I can do this. Last time our friend Anne Marie was so helpful. She showed us how to do it. Okay, I'm going to open this up. And this was shot
this morning, and maybe I should give a little background.
Okay.
This morning I was doing my prayer and had my eyes shut, and partway through, all of a sudden it's like I had the flash of light in between my eyes, sort of like a swirling, and it could have been 2 orbs. And I had the thought, someone asked the question once, do they ever run into you or whatever? And so I'm not sure if they entered the third eye or whatever, but I kind of had the thought that I should maybe stop and videotape it. But I continued with my prayer, and then when I was done, I grabbed my phone and turned it on. Although I have to say, last night before I went to bed, I asked if anyone was there, and I recorded. There was like 1 or 2 orbs just passing through slowly, and that. So it's every evening or day it's different, but this was shot this morning.
Around what time? Was it like 7 a.m., 6 a.m.?
I would say it was like 5. Around
5 a.m. Is that your normal wake up time, or did they wake you up?
No, usually it's around 4, so it's my normal wake up.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've heard of early, and then there's early. Okay, Jimmy, this is what I did. Jimmy's
Okay, cool.
May 20th, 2022. Should have probably put today's date, but here we go. So don't you love that nice color I chose? So
That's
wait
beautiful.
for it. Here they come. They're coming soon. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, dun, dun, dun. Can you see them, Jimmy?
A little bit. On the phone, it seems much fuller. So.
Wow. Wow, look how many. There's snowflake going upward. And then there's that one bright one by the couch.
Yeah.
It's going to shift to a second video. Oh, I put the planet in to tell me I'm going to repeat what we just saw after we pause and say, thank you, Mother Earth. We don't know what's going on, but there's orbs in Jimmy's house. Here they come again. These are the same videos, but I'm playing it a second time. Look at that. Man, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, this was about 5, so.
Day 5.
Yeah.
No lights are turned on. Here
No.
we go. Well, that's all I could do.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So just watching it again now, anything come up for you as far as why they're there?
I have no idea. You know, my mom asked again today, it's like, what do you think they are? And I said, I'm not sure. So, I don't know.
Well, for those folks who are watching that may not have heard from the earlier videos, the orbs really didn't show up until Christmas of 2019. Is that right, Jimmy?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Or
So,
it might have been, yeah, it was 2019, yeah.
okay, so 2020, 2021, 2020. So about almost 2.5 years. Did I do that right? So that's interesting. And do you see them at work or other places?
Sometimes, you know, just out of the corner of my eye. Not like you see it on the videos, but yeah.
Wow. Well, some of the comments in the chat line had said some things like, I remember someone saying that they'll see 1 or 2 orbs, but they don't usually, you know, for themselves, but they don't usually see a huge party like you have.
I have no words for it, I guess. So, but.
No words. It really is irrational. It's just perhaps whatever has been the unseen realms becoming manifest so we can start seeing them. I'm just going to go out on a limb as we become more in tune with our multidimensional selves. We're going to be able to open up sense organs where when we get lighter and, like, you know, process some of our negative emotions, our deep ancestral healing, some of that trauma that's subconsciously based many times, that we get lighter. And as we get lighter and we embrace joy, so you've got 3 dogs, 1 cat, or no cats. 3 dogs and a happy house where you do healing every day.
Although my mom mentioned something about cats today, and she goes, I don't know why I said it, so maybe some of the orbs are cats. So, I don't know.
Wow. Well, guess what? I just heard something on a special YouTube channel where they were separating out dog spirits and cat spirits. And they pointed, oh, it was Ellie Down Under. She was doing a card reading on cats. And she really, the cards told her that cats are more like spirit guides. You know, they're very, they'll sit on areas of negativity to transmute it, but they're more spirit guides. Whereas the dogs are more associated with the angelic realms. They're so full of love, you know, like, here I am, pet me, pet me. I personally think I'm more of a cat person, and yet I love our 2 dogs. So, I don't know, all animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
I'm gonna, yeah.
Well, one of the things I wanted to share tonight was, I think it was on Wednesday, I was listening to, on Audible, Dolores Cannon's book, Convoluted Universe 5. In chapter 21, it talked about going into the heart and getting into a quantum state. And they gave the suggestion of placing your hands on your chest over your heart and visualize breathing through the heart. And as you do that, it moves you into a quantum state. And when you're in that state, the things you ask for, visualize, speak, or do in action can manifest. And so I emailed out to a few people to ask if they would do that during the healing session. And I think it's just another tool to help us heal. And I'm kind of excited about that. So this is something anyone could do at home to visualize healing for themselves, getting into that state, or doing it when we do the sessions. And
So let's do a little practice, because I'm a visual learner. So Jimmy, you guide me. Do I put both hands on my heart, or one hand?
well, I don't know if it matters, but they just said to lay your hands on your chest above your heart,
Okay.
and then just to visualize breathing through the heart.
Let's practice that for a minute. Let's do 3 breaths
Okay.
through our heart. So even though we're using our nose or mouth, we imagine the heart taking the breath in and breath out. So here we go. Here's breath 1 with our hands on our heart. Breath in, breath out. And then breath in and breath out. And for the 3rd time, a breath in and then release and breath out. Wow. I should have done that a lot earlier today.
Well, you know, when I offer a prayer before I do the sessions, and I've worked to move my consciousness from my mind to my heart, but I've never done the breath work like that. And the first night I did it, I felt like the session was more sacred. It always feels sacred, but it just had another element to it. So I just thought it's something I wanted to share. So.
And I think that's why you called me, because the Ascension Playground is really a place for anyone to come and share with us a special tool that you use to help navigate the new earth energies. And so this idea of placing your hands on your heart. And so if you're on Jimmy's healing list, you know, maybe when you get the message that he's starting, try placing your hands on your heart, even if it's just for the first 3 breaths, and
just visualize and give thanks for the healing. But I think that's something that anyone could do anytime. You know, create that healing themselves. You know, you go into that quantum state and you have that gift there. So.
Didn't you bring in a color too, Jimmy?
Actually, I didn't. So.
I wasn't sure. Maybe I was dreaming. I thought the color green was coming in our breath and then out.
Oh, well, I do. Like when I do prayers, I'll call in like emerald green or something. So.
Well, for those of you who haven't heard of Dolores Cannon, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here's book 5 of The Convoluted Universe by Dolores Cannon that Jimmy was speaking about. And you can see there's an infinity sign of the number 8, but it's energy looping back unto itself, never ending. Any other comments you want to make about Dolores Cannon, Jimmy?
I think she's just amazing. So I wish I would have had a chance to meet her while she was on this plane. So.
You know, I'm studying to be a galactic starseed astrology reader with amazing work by Julia Balaz. And she studied very thoroughly Dolores Cannon's work called QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis technique, something like that. But I find that birds of a feather find one another, healers, energy workers, for the greater good. And so I love this idea that Dolores is sharing too about the hands on the heart, breath work, and then good old Nancy Jean reminding us, you know, that we can activate a sacred geometry within an egg shape. And she gives you a little wand and an activation prayer. And then you set it aside. And this idea that magic might happen as an opening of the heart, a lightening of some load I didn't even know I was carrying.
It's pretty wonderful.
Yeah, so we're going to activate the heart chakra egg and the throat chakra egg, right, Jimmy?
That's right.
And I'll see when Nancy can join us. But it's been so fascinating to just see all these orbs showing up for you. I mean, is this 842 video?
Not sure. We're getting there.
You've
So.
lost count. Wow. Well, I tell you what, one day you and I are going to learn how to use that fantastic camera that we both purchased, the Pocket DJI, something like that, or DJI, I think, pocket camera. So you get even more amazing shots as the orbs let themselves be filmed by you.
Yeah.
You look really happy. And again, we're sharing this primarily from our hearts to yours, because for Healing Saturdays, you know, it's again, Jimmy's giving us this gift of a technique to breathe and put your hands on your heart. But if you haven't and would like to be part of the Healing Saturdays healing list, either for yourself or a loved one, a pet, or a particular place, you know, if it's for a loved one, please make sure to receive their permission, and you send their information, first name, last name, city and state, and a country if it's not in the United States, to Jimmy's email, which is Healing Saturdays, plural, 1121@gmail.com. And I'll type in that email so you can either put your information in the chat line or chat comment box, or send a private email directly to Jimmy. How does that sound, Jimmy?
Sounds good, but if they send the email, I'll know I'll get it then. So
That's true, huh? Because sometimes things slip by really quickly on the chats and comments.
yeah.
So how many people do you think you currently have on the healing list?
I'm not sure.
A
Quite a
lot.
few.
Maybe there's an orb per person. Maybe the orbs are dancing around because you're helping so many of us.
There's actually quite a few horses on the list. So that's fascinating. Yeah.
Oh, like rescued horses?
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So anyone listening, your puppy, your kitty, I know these animals are just pure love, and there's nothing we wouldn't do to help support their healing journey. So don't be shy. If it feels right, reach out to Jimmy or put your information in the chat and I'll get it to Jimmy. Well, thank you, my friend. And we'll say thank you to number 22, the Dragonfly spirit, for joining us. But isn't it interesting? Truth transcending illusion. And remember what we just read too, Jimmy, about, you know, the form of love. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. So I'm going to hold the thought that all those orbs are little love bubbles.
I like that.
Yeah, and I was told that I'm so busy looking at all your love bubbles, I don't see the ones around me. So I'm going to wake up a little bit and start celebrating what I see with you, and know that if I choose it as well, my love bubbles are going to be bubbling up pretty soon too over here.
Well, I've actually seen them when we've been visiting.
I know. How do you like my new painting?
I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. Little 64-point unity grid right here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of like a Stargate nursery. I'm like the nursery lady who like starts creating little baby Stargates, and when they're ready, they'll go into the world. So, okay, my friend, till next time, I'll see you on the Ascension Playground. Bye, Jimmy.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.